Introduce you. You may have to introduce yourself. So, we are at
Desert Eagle in Mesa.
Desert Eagle in Mesa, and we met Kevin, who makes fabulous chicken nachos, by the way.
Thank you.
And so he has a story for Mostly Ghostly Travels. So go ahead, Kev.
Well, anyway, in about 1981, me and my mother moved from Little Rock, Arkansas to Dallas. And we rented an old duplex. The lady we rented from was probably 95 if she was a day. And she was sweet girl. And everything about the whole duplex, the small wooden, or not wooden, I'm sorry, the ceramic tiles were like turquoise color. Stuff from way back in the day. The sinks were pink, stuff like that. Okay. Long story short, when we would go to bed at night, doesn't matter what time it was, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whenever we went to bed, we heard footsteps, people walking across our ceiling. I'm getting chills. But anyway, I'm thinking, well, you know, there's some big rats up in yonder. So I go into the attic, and the attic is only this, 3-4 foot tall, right? And there was no droppings of rats. There was nothing, any indication of any entity at all being up there outside of somebody that lived there before. Now, and I'm dead serious about this. We went to bed at 10 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. It wouldn't start up until we laid down. And it was people walking across our ceiling.
Wow.
Now, the thing about this, it never at all freaked us out because, you know, we're from the South. My mother's seen, grandmother's seen, you know, and we know this, it's true. It is true that there are people that just don't die.
Right.
They're rolling around. For some odd reason, I don't know, but I guarantee you, if I was to die, I want to be rolling around. You know, I don't care what house it's in. I'd be like Casper the Friendly Ghost, but just let you know, hey, I'm here. Love you. You guys, you know.
And that was in
Dallas.
That was in Dallas. So have you ever been back to that house?
No. We moved away from there, not because of what was going on at all. Is because my mom, she was in her 80s at that time, and she got sick, and we basically had to move down to Arizona because the doctor told her she had moisture, too much moisture in her lungs, because you know all the humidity and all that. She lived up in Seattle for a while, but the doctor told her she got to move to Arizona, and when she did, she moved down here. I moved her down here. From Dallas, and she lived probably 8-10 years longer than she should have because her lungs dried up.
Wow.
What's she passed?
She was 88, and I moved her down here when she was 81.
Okay.
So if I hadn't have done that,
Yeah.
you know, because you got to know everybody wants their mother around forever. Me being the only boy, I was mama's boy.
Aww.
But
So
not
I'm going back to Illinois to my mom's 88th birthday of this year.
Yeah, that's God bless you. Yeah. But you really, you know, cherish it while you got it.
Yeah.
That's
You
right.
know? And I miss my mom a lot. But there's also other encounters I've had going through New Mexico, where I pulled over at a rest stop because we're seeing these things going on. So we pull over to the rest stop, and this is probably a 1979, somewhere around in there. And we're watching these fabulous lights in the sky. They would be like this, they'd go away, gone. They would dance across the sky. Nothing that we have does that, especially back in 1970.
Right. Yeah.
And we literally was so in awe that we stayed there for 2.5 hours watching these things till they went away. And when they went away, they were
Wow.
like sparkles. Gone. Wow. Now, I lived down here with the Phoenix Lights, but I never saw that. Never did see it. But I also saw one in Fort Smith, Arkansas, and this is probably around the same time, around the late 70s. And it was nothing but, like they say, flying frickin' saucer. It was a disc that stood in the sky. And it came over the radio. I mean, we're looking at this thing going, oh my God, what is it?
Right.
And everybody, thinking it's a weather balloon or whatever they come up with. But we were listening to a radio station out of Fort Smith that said everybody is seeing this, and people gathered around to watch this thing, to sit there and to sit there, and within a blink of an eye. Wow.
Wow.
So, tell me that there ain't shit out there.
Right.
That's right.
So we got.
Thank you, Kevin.